Hello, everybody. It is the Midweek Migraine Festivus edition. I have my poll here, and we will now begin the airing of grievances, in which I will state 5 things that really get under my skin about sports. Here we go. Number 5. Let's get right to it. The NCAA bowl system. Just give us a playoff. It doesn't have to be all 64 teams like the NCAA, but I mean, this Final Four thing and then 45 other bowls, it's insane. I know it's all about the money, but give us a regular playoff. 8, 16 teams. You could easily do it. You can cut out a couple of the championship games, whatever the case is. It's got to be better than what we have now. That's number 1. Number 2 on the airing of grievances for Festivus. Let me see if I can get this poll in place. Number 2, fans claiming someone is the greatest of all time after like 2 or 3 years. It's got to stop. Odell Beckham is the latest victim. Oh, Odell, he's breaking all these records. He's better than Jerry Rice. What? What? Are we serious? Yes, he's explosive. Yes, I love watching him. He's got a lot to learn and a long way to go. He started off right this week by apologizing for his actions. He's taken that 1-game suspension. But nonetheless, greatest of all time. Let's slow it down. Pump the brakes. Bryce Harper, greatest of all time. Slow it down. Pump the brakes. It's insulting to everybody that's accomplished all these great feats. Remember Ken Griffey Jr. in 1995? He was going to be the greatest of all time. Yes, he had an outstanding career, but he certainly didn't exceed the expectation of him being the greatest of all time. So let's slow it down. Take our time. Let everything really sink in there for a minute. And then in the NBA, it's Steph Curry. I love him. I think he's the best shooter I've ever seen, but it remains to be seen. He could blow out his knee this Saturday or this Friday against Cleveland, and that'd be the end of his career. We don't know. So slow it down. Guys have a couple good years. Get on their team. Root for them. I like that. But don't be saying they're the greatest of all time. Number 3. This grievance goes out to the entire AFC East except for the New England Patriots. Teams, figure it out. I'm a Jets fan. It's killing me. It's not a hard science. You look at the team that's doing well and you replicate what they're doing. It's just like Burger King and McDonald's. You think Burger King reinvented the wheel? No. They took what the master plan for McDonald's was, made it efficient. They run the same, basically, operation. McDonald's is loving it. Burger King is your way right away. It's not a hard thing to understand. 15 seasons now, the Patriots have dominated. And people say, oh, well, they didn't win all 15 of the AFC East titles. Yeah, the 2 years they didn't win, they went 9-7 and 11-5. They're unbelievable. Jets, Buffalo, Miami, do something about it. You guys are shells. Shells. We are by far the greatest argument as to why the Pats are so great. We can't get out of our own way. Do something. Even the Jets at 9-5 probably won't make the playoffs this year. They play the Pats on Sunday. We'll talk about that on Sunday for my pick'ems. Number 4. This one is really gone right up my ass. Excuse my language. But Tony Romo would not have won the Super Bowl this year if he was healthy. Cowboys fans, I don't know what ledge you're on, but come down off of it. Since 2006, when Tony Romo has been your quarterback for 10 games, we're going to give him the whole season. I know he took over for Bledsoe. The Cowboys' record is 88-70. Romo has 78 of those wins and 49 of the losses, meaning the other quarterbacks are 10-21 without him. Now everybody says, see, that's what I'm talking about. Tony Romo, he's the greatest. He's the greatest. He's the savior of the Cowboys. He's not, because right now, with your 3 division championships, which you've collected, you only have 2 career playoff wins. You know who has more career playoff wins than Tony Romo? Mark Sanchez and Colin Kaepernick. And he's tied with Rex Grossman. I rest my case. Tony Romo wouldn't have brought you to the Super Bowl this year. Certainly not in the NFC. And finally, the grievance that it's just a money-making machine. These Christmas jerseys, I've heard they're going to be better than last year. I heard they're not as radical. But this year I've heard they've added socks, and fans can buy the socks. What is going on with this? It's expensive enough to buy an authentic jersey, whether it's NFL, NBA, MLB, or NHL. And now we're adding in another jersey, another marketing campaign. It's just unbelievable. Let them wear the regular jerseys. Hell, make an alternative road jersey or home jersey. For one game, it's absurd. Make it for the whole season. You know, they got a big game coming in. Golden State goes all gold or something. I get it, just like they do in the NFL or with the throwback jerseys. But to make a jersey for one single day is absolutely insane to me. And that closes out my grievances for Festivus. It is Christmas Eve. It is December 23rd. Eddie Vedder's birthday. As you can see, I'm a big Pearl Jam fan. You can see for the posters from the back, a couple concerts I've attended. So happy birthday to Mr. Vedder. Happy Christmas Eve Eve. Christmas Eve is tomorrow. I'm hoping everyone has an excellent time with the Feast of Fishes. And then on Friday, we have Christmas. A Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night. We'll see you Sunday for the Pick'ems. Have a great night, guys. Thank you.